All right, it's event day. We got magical creatures out. You can see here there are definitely more magical creature spawns for sure. I'm excited to start jumping into this event and see what we got. So we're gonna play around. I'm downtown Ventura today. It's beautiful out. It's a great day for an event actually. So hopefully we'll get some extra family XP, and I'll show you what basically the very first Wizards Unite event. I would call it the first Wizards Unite Community Day, but we'll discuss that a little bit too, and I'll give you some of my feedback and what I think about the event after we're done today. So I'm excited to kind of review the event. I'm going to kind of review the event, see how it goes. So hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, and we'll show you around downtown Ventura and we'll have a good time. Alright, so if you're a Pokemon Go player, you may recognize this area because Niantic, the original Pokemon Go trailer, was actually filmed in Ventura. This was all the background. If you go back and you pull up that old trailer for the original Pokemon Go trailer when it was like before it came out, like the hype trailer, this is basically where it was all filmed, Ventura, California. This is where Niantic picked to film it. So if you guys should watch the whole video, all the B-roll and all that stuff, all the sightseeing, and then go back and watch the Pokemon Go trailer. You'll recognize all these places that I have in my video today. So if you're a Pokemon Go player, it's a little fun fact. It was filmed in Ventura, California. All right, so I've been playing a bit now, and my first impression of the event, I've been playing for about an hour now, and there's not really all that many spawns. I don't know if it's something that they just didn't quite get with the planning of this, or if it's meant to be a little bit more rare. I mean, there's definitely more, don't get me wrong, there's more magical creatures popping up than I typically see, but it's not a bunch more. It's not like a community day with Pokemon Go where like all the Pokemon, like 80% of the Pokemon you see are the Pokemon that it is for the community day. So that's not really what we're seeing here, which is interesting. But I mean, it's still nice to be out on a beautiful day. Hopefully where you're at, there's great weather. I think ultimately Niantic is trying to just get people outside and try to get the community going a little bit, so they wanted to put out this event. I'll probably, like I said, give a full review after the end of the video, but just as you can see, there's not all that much spawning right now. It's pretty low key. So I've played in downtown Ventura. There's definitely, especially like Pokemon, normally if we were playing Pokemon, there'd be 6, 7, 8 Pokemon right in this area or along downtown. And you can see there's definitely people out. There's people in greenhouses and some of these fortresses and stuff, but there's really just not that many spawns. So I'm gonna continue to walk around and see what we find. In some areas there's definitely more, but like I said, it's not necessarily a huge increase of the magical creature spawns. So I'm not sure exactly if that was purposeful or not, but we'll keep playing and see how it goes. Alright, so we have a little bit left of this event, and I actually found a place where there is a bunch of these spawns, which I was actually having a pretty hard time finding. If you watched all of this, then you'll see that there really wasn't a ton of spawns, but luckily there are a bunch right here. And I don't know if it's because we're in a park or what, and it was more urban city areas over there. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it, but just not seeing a ton of spawns, except for literally right here. When I came here today, this was where I saw the most, and also now leaving, this is where I saw the most number of spawns. So I don't know if that was purposeful or not, if Niantic didn't want there to be a ton of these spawns, but we are getting more energy. So if you want to fill up your, energy for the rest of the week, it's a pretty good place to, or a pretty good time to do that. So I definitely would recommend that, but we'll have to see what other types of community events they end up doing and what that may look like in Wizards Unite. So overall, like I was saying, I think it's good that they're trying to do something to really get the community out and about and playing and get some enthusiasm for the game. But I think there needs to be something a little bit different. Obviously, I don't think it should be like shinies like Pokemon Go with Community Day, but this is really an attempt to do something like a Community Day. They have the time frame set up, it's 3 hours long, it's 3 hours to try to get people out playing together, and I think that's needed for the game to continue to thrive, is to continue to do more community events. So I really am happy Niantic is doing that, because it's really important to the game, and it's one of the things that they want to have throughout the game. So I am happy about that, but there doesn't seem to be enough incentive to do that. I'm not sure extra XP or family XP for magical creatures that aren't spawning even all that much is really worth anyone getting out and playing. Now, I will say there was more activity on the Discord today. People were meeting up and doing things, but just not at the level that Pokemon Go is. And obviously Pokemon Go is bigger, it's been around longer, it's more established. But with that being said, I do think there's more you guys could do, Niantic could do, in order to incentivize players to get out there. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that is. I have a couple ideas. Obviously, it's not going to be shiny Confoundables, but I do think there's some things they could do. I don't even know if it necessarily has to be extra XP, but maybe there's, you know, extra or special things, a special thing you can get from doing fortresses together, or, you know, something along those lines that would get people out and wanting to play together. I think we have to find some more incentives for that, to get more players out and about and playing and wanting to meet up on a day like this. Now, with that being said, if you guys have any ideas on what Niantic could do in order to make these community type days more accessible to people, or more interesting or fun, or have some really cool ideas about that, leave them in the comments. I may do a follow-up video to this after I see some of those comments and have a video about some ideas for future events like this that Niantic can do. So definitely leave some comments, and if you did enjoy today, or if you like getting out there, if you met with some people, smash the like button. I want to see who all is out there playing the game and who's excited about the day, even if it wasn't exactly what you might have expected. I still want to know, so definitely drop a like and let me know, and let Niantic know what we could be able to do, or what we could have in these community events, what ideas we could have that would make these days, these community events, a little bit more community based, as well as really incentivizing people to get out and play. So like I said, leave a comment, and I'm going to show you some more Ventura, but hope you guys had a fun time playing. It was a beautiful day, so I'm glad I got out of the house and played and walked around and talked to some people. It was a great afternoon. I'm excited. I definitely want more of these to happen, even if it wasn't exactly what we expected, or because we really didn't, I guess, know entirely what to expect. But I think because of community days, we expected maybe a little something different. But like I said, I enjoyed my day, so hope you guys did too, and enjoy the rest of Ventura. So a little shout out to Asim and the Niantic team. I know a bunch of you guys are pretty big fans of Patagonia, or at least like Patagonia. But if you didn't know, Patagonia was started in Ventura, California. This is actually the headquarters of Patagonia. This whole building is basically their international headquarters. So yeah, Ventura is the birthplace of Patagonia. So hope all of you guys enjoyed playing the event today. Hope you guys had fun out at the Golden Gate Bridge and around San Francisco as well. Thanks for having the event, and also thanks for making the game. Appreciate all you guys. Wish you guys the best, and yeah, Patagonia right there. Okay, so I'm back home and I wanted to say a little bit more about the event. I saw a bunch of people saying they didn't see increased spawns and stuff like that, and Niantic did never actually said that there was going to be increased spawns, although I do think that there were actually increased spawns for magical creatures. So that's just my opinion from what I saw from playing typically. It did seem like there were more out there, and that's just my observation, but that may not be true for everyone. Like I said in the video too, there weren't really a lot of spawns, but I do think there was some increase. And I also gave some thought to what Niantic could potentially do in the future to increase the amount of excitement or the enjoyment of the event. Like I said, I had a really great time being out there, being outdoors, which is ultimately what the event's purpose was, to help build community and get people outside and playing the game. And there are a couple things that I thought of other than maybe, you know, having increased spawns or something special. I thought of they could have special items that you could get for the event, or a special progress is one of my favorite actually ideas. Is what if they did a small storyline around the event, just like small, it doesn't have to be major, but it's like a smaller plot within the major storyline that if you participate in through completing tasks, you can unlock the story of that specific event. So I thought that would be a really great way to incorporate the interest in going out and actually playing and having an exclusive event storyline so that people can enjoy that, because of course Harry Potter fans love stories. That's why Niantic has implemented a storyline within this particular game. So I think that would be a fantastic idea if there was just some sort of task list that needed to be completed, and by completing that task list there was a smaller subplot within the major plot of the whole storyline that we're going to be discovering over the course of the entirety of while we're playing this game, that's going to continue to build and evolve. But I think having those smaller little plots would be a great idea. So Niantic, if you're watching, that is my idea. But like I said earlier, if you have an idea, I want to see that in the comments. Let's, as a community, come up with some ideas, because I do think Niantic actually does watch these videos and they do read the comments to my videos. So let's put it in there. Let's add some information for them that they could potentially utilize and implement, so that we can, as a team, as both players and developers, able to create an even better game for everyone. So that's some of my ideas. Like I said, again, I had a really good time playing the event, but those are a couple ideas that we could potentially have to make the game more interesting and have a more exclusive event without it having to be, you know, shinies that could be implemented within Wizards Unite. So let me know if you like that idea. Like the video if you do, and of course comment what your idea is for future events and what Niantic could do to get you out playing Wizards Unite. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.